Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we extract the most important nuggets of knowledge from a stack of sources, turning information into insight. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating journey into musical innovation, specifically how one piece of tech transformed how musicians could interact with pitch itself. Our mission for this deep dive, unpacking the Electro Harmonix pitchfork. Released back in 2014, this little pedal quickly became a modern classic, not just for what it did, but, who it empowered. It really revolutionized polyphonic pitch shifting, made advanced effects super accessible, and became a staple across pretty much every genre. It's a great story.
It really is. And what's insightful is that the Pitchfork wasn't just some random release. It was a highly strategic move for Electro Harmonix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, before it, EHX had the POG family, right? The polyphonic octave generator.
Huh.
Super successful.
All right, the POGs. Great for those organ sounds.
Exactly. Layering octaves, getting those rich textures. But the Pitchfork, that was EHX's first real dive into modern, precise polyphonic pitch shifting. It served a different need.
Okay, so different from the POG's octave thing.
Totally. Think about it. The POG was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you wanted real-time harmony or precise transposition or those like dramatic whammy-style bends.
Your options were limited.
Very limited. You were looking at maybe the bigger POG2, which was pricier and still octave-focused, or maybe those huge, expensive, even-tied rack units.
Not exactly pedal board friendly for most people.
Not at all. Or, the classic Digitech whammy, great for glides, but not polyphonic, often bigger.
Right.
The Pitchfork just swooped in and delivered a lot of that advanced capability, but in a compact, seriously cost-effective package. Easy fit on any board.
That's a huge distinction, really. Sounds like EHX saw a gap and just nailed it. Redefined what everyday players could get their hands on. So let's dig into its origins. 2014, it hits the scene. The objective seems clear. Precise pitch shifting, up, down, massive range, like 3 octaves.
Up to 3 octaves, yeah.
And it tackled those old problems, right? The bulkiness, the complexity you often saw with powerful effects back then. How'd they make it so potent yet so accessible?
Well, the genius was really in the design philosophy. It directly targeted musicians wanting versatility and affordability.
Because those high-end pitch effects were often pricey.
Exactly. Either a hefty price tag or these cumbersome setups, big pedals, rack units, like we said. The Pitchfork just democratized it all.
Put those sounds into way more hands.
Absolutely. Imagine, a touring musician or even just someone jamming at home who couldn't justify the cost or space before.
Suddenly, here's this small box.
Yeah, a compact pedal that could genuinely compete with the bigger, pricier options. It was a massive game changer for building a flexible rig without, breaking the bank or needing a roadie.
Totally leveled the playing field. Okay, so let's get under the hood. This little box of power, what's the core tech? Digital polyphonic pitch shifting, right?
So that's the heart of it.
And the key thing, what really set it apart, was that clean tracking on chords as well as single notes. That was huge, wasn't it?
Monumental.
Yeah.
Older analog pedals, especially trying octave or pitch shifts, they notoriously glitched out on anything more than one note.
Right. Chords just turned into mud.
A garbled mess, often. The Pitchfork used advanced digital signal processing, DSP.
Okay.
So, unlike analog circuits messing with the wave itself, digital can analyze the harmonic content of multiple notes at once.
It figures out each note in the chord.
Precisely. Figures them out, then accurately recreates each one at the new pitch, keeping the relationships intact.
So the harmony stays musical?
Exactly. You could play complex chords, shift them, and it sounded, well, musical. It maintained the integrity. Huge step.
That's a serious technical feat. And the range, too, 11 intervals.
11 distinct intervals, yeah. From a subtle minor second,
That little half-step shift.
right, that creates that slight dissonance, all the way up or down 3 full octaves.
That's an enormous sonic canvas.
It really is. Yeah. But the innovation didn't stop there. The dual voice mode was another really clever feature.
Dual voice, what did that do?
Instead of just shifting up or down, it let you do both simultaneously.
At the same time, wow.
Yeah, so you could, say, generate a harmony note above what you played, like a fifth up, while also adding a sub-octave below it, instantly.
Whoa, so you get these incredibly rich, layered sounds from just one note.
Exactly, like turning your guitar into this massive orchestral thing, big wall of sound potential.
Incredible, turning one instrument into many. And it also had flexibility in how you used it, right? The latch and momentary modes.
Yeah, those super practical. Latch
Yeah.
is the standard, right? Press on, stays on, press again, off. Good for sustained effects, key changes,
Pretty standard pedal operation.
right? But momentary mode, that was brilliant for dynamic playing.
How so?
The effect is only on while you hold the switch down, release it, it's off. Instantly.
Perfect for those quick pitch bends, like the whammy pedal does.
Exactly. Those dramatic sweeps into a note, or just quick rhythmic pitch stabs, lets you use pitch much more expressively, like part of the performance itself.
Very cool. Now, with all that power inside, you'd think the controls might be fiddly. But EHX kept it simple, didn't they?
Surprisingly intuitive, yeah. You've got the big shift selector knob, can't miss it. Choose your interval from the 11 options.
Simple enough.
Then the blend knob, absolutely essential. Mix your clean guitar sound with a shifted sound. Dial it in just right.
You control how much effect you hear.
Precisely. And then just a little toggle switch for mode. Up, down, or that powerful dual shifting. It's pretty much plug and play.
Easy to get started.
But connecting it back to performance, the expression pedal input, that's what truly unlocks its dynamic side.
Ah, right. Plug in an expression pedal.
And suddenly you can sweep through those intervals smoothly in real time.
So you get those continuous glides, like a classic whammy.
Exactly. Those siren wails, dive bombs. It opens up a whole world beyond just on-off.
Turns it from just an effect into, like, part of the instrument.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Allows for subtle shifts or huge transformations, all controlled with your foot.
Okay, so we've got the tech down. What does it actually sound like? The overall description seems to be very clean and stable.
That's the consistent feedback, yeah.
Which, as we said, is a huge deal compared to older analog octavers that often glitched or sounded muddy, especially on chords. The Pitchfork mostly avoids that.
Largely, yes. It delivers a much more refined, reliable, pitch-shifted sound.
Is there any trade-off to that cleanliness, though? Does it lose some character, maybe?
That's a fair question. Yeah. Expanding on the sound, the sub-octaves are really strong, often described as tight and organ-like.
So solid low end without getting flabby.
Exactly. Great for thickening bass lines or adding weight to guitar riffs. Now, the higher interval, they're smooth, they're articulate for sure, but they do have maybe a slightly more digital flavor compared to some vintage analog harmonizers.
Okay. Not necessarily bad, just different.
Different, yeah. It's part of its modern character. Many players actually prefer that clarity and precision, but where it really shines, often, is that dual voice setting.
Ah, the up and down thing again.
Yeah, that's how you get those huge, almost synth-like tones. Can totally transform your instrument into something new texturally, like a lid synth or a massive pad sound.
So it's that blend of precision but also unique character from the dual mode.
Precisely. That's what makes it compelling.
And that unique character must have really hit home because the original Pitchfork from 2014, it's still being made today, right?
Still in production, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty amazing in the pedal world. Things move fast.
That kind of longevity really says something about how well it just worked.
Yeah.
Right from the start. But EHX didn't just stop there, did they? They saw room to grow.
Exactly. The original success didn't mean they just sat back. In 2021, they brought out the Pitchfork Plus Pound.
The Plus, an expanded version.
Significantly expanded, yeah. It really upped the ante, reflecting what musicians were starting to expect and need.
So not just a minor tweak, what did it add?
Oh, quite a bit. It had dual independent pitch shifters.
Wait, two separate ones?
Yep. So you could run two completely different shifts at once, or even chain them. Big one. Preset storage.
Ah, finally. That's huge for playing live.
Massive quality of life improvement. Recall complex settings instantly. Plus, advanced harmony modes, detune effects for subtle thickening.
Like a chorusy sound.
Kinda, yeah. And LFO modulation, that low-frequency oscillator thing.
Right. Makes the pitch wobble or shimmer.
Exactly. Adds movement.
Yeah.
And even deeper expression, pedal control.
So the Pitchfork Plus was EHX basically stepping up to compete with the really high-end stuff.
That's the picture, yeah.
Yeah.
It was their move to go head-to-head with pedals like the newer Digitech Whammy DT, the Eventide H9, those top-tier processors.
But keeping their own EHX sound.
While keeping that EHX fingerprint, absolutely. And crucially, still offering a really powerful feature set for the price.
Serious upgrade. Okay, so given all this, the accessibility of the original, the power of the Plus who really embraced these pedals, maybe not tied to specific guitar heroes like some older effects.
Right, maybe not one single icon, but its reach was incredibly broad. Think indie and alternative bands.
How are they using it?
Super practically, sometimes. Instant key changes live. You know, no need to retune or grab another guitar.
Saves a lot of hassle on stage.
Totally. Or creating harmonies to make a smaller band sound bigger, filling out the sound.
Makes sense. What about bass players?
Oh, bassists loved it. For creating thick, synth-based tones that sound like a keyboard, or just simple octave-down reinforcement.
Hmm.
Gives bass lines incredible weight.
Right, adding that sub-octave rumble.
Exactly. Then you have shoegaze and ambient players. They were all over it for those lush, organ-like chord textures.
Building those huge soundscapes.
Yeah, walls of sound that just weren't feasible with older, glitchier tech. And then the experimental crowd.
Pushing it to the limits.
Absolutely. Using expression puddles for extreme pitch sweeps, creating really wild, almost sci-fi sounds or dramatic effects. Its broad appeal was its strength.
It really sounds like it just empowered creativity everywhere. So, looking bigger picture, what's the lasting impact? The cultural significance?
I think the pitchfork genuinely helped make polyphonic pitch shifting truly accessible, way more than
But
before.
its size and price.
Those were key factors, yeah. Its compact footprint, the affordable price.
Yeah.
It democratized complex effects. Before it, many of those sounds were just out of reach financially or required too much gear.
Right.
It gave guitarists, bassists, synth players even, a practical, reliable way to explore harmony, whammy effects, easy transposition, without needing a massive board or a rack.
So it lowered the barrier to entry for those sounds.
Significantly. And today, it's really cemented its legacy. It's one of EHX's most widely used modern pedals, right up there with the iconic POGs. It's still a go-to for countless musicians.
It wasn't just another pedal then, more like a catalyst.
A catalyst for new sounds, new ways of playing? Absolutely.
So summing this all up, the Electro Harmonix Pitchfork, definitely a modern classic. Since 2014, it's been this compact, super flexible polyphonic shifter. Does everything from subtle doubling to wild whammy bends, even those rich organ textures. Became a staple for guitar, bass, experimental stuff, seeking pitch power in a small box. And then the Pitchfork Plus just took it even further, secured its place as a really important, innovative pitch pedal.
Definitely. And maybe a final thought for you listening.
Hmm.
Consider how tech advancements, even in small boxes like this, don't just add new sounds. They fundamentally shift how artists approach writing, improvising, performing.
Removes barriers, opens things up.
Totally. So the question becomes, what unexpected sonic landscapes might you explore? What new musical ideas might you unlock, having a tool this versatile at your fingertips?